My drive-on journey has been a long and winding road. I played on the LPGA Tour for 7 years before losing my card. I'm from a community of fighters, and I fought to stay in golf. I caddied for a while. Now I teach the game I love. But I never lost the love of the game or the fire to compete. 9 years after I last played on tour, I earned a spot in the 2022 KPMG Women's PGA Championship. Then, life came at us hard. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in October. You know, it was probably one of the hardest days of my life. And my phone rang and I felt it on my watch and I was like, okay, this is either gonna be really good or it's gonna be really bad. And when I picked up the phone, I just knew. The way my mom said my name, it was just like Meaghan, and I'm like, I don't wanna hear it, you know? And when she said, you know, what they tested is positive for cancer, it was, I mean, I can't even describe what went through my head. I said to her, I'm sorry, and she said, are you okay? And I said, Mom, I'm okay, like, I'm worried about you. She fortunately, you know, came out on the good side, thankfully. You know, a lot of sickness in between that, but you know, I made it to every chemo treatment, and you know, she had surgery, and luckily, you know, they got everything, thank God. When she was diagnosed, I just hit the go button. I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get you into the best doctors? And luckily, I've made a lot of great relationships in my life, people I've met along the way, and we had some great people in our life that helped us get to the right doctors in Jupiter, Florida. The support I had from the LPGA family was incredible. You know, they were there every step of the way. I remember I called Morgan right away just because she had gone through it with her mom. She raises money for breast cancer and does all of this, you know, for the Morgan Pretzel Foundation, and you know, she was one of my first calls, you know, and it was how can I help? You know, any of my friends, how can we help? We know your mom's here, we're down here in Florida, you know, can we come sit with her? Can we bring them food? Like, what can we do to help? My perspective's definitely different now with playing and competing. You know, obviously with everything that went on with my mom, like, other things just they're not as important anymore. Family definitely comes first. You know, I'm just really excited she gets to be there to watch me. And she hasn't been to a tournament in a long time, so, you know, she's probably not gonna, there was always times where she'd come out to tournaments and I'm like, she's like, oh, great round. I'm like, Mom, I shot 74. What are you talking about? Oh, I must have missed a couple shots. She was talking to everybody. So I'm sure she's going to miss a couple shots, and she's just really excited to be able to come. I'm getting a yardage book cover, a new one made, and I put in there, like, embrace being inside the ropes. Like, enjoy it. Because that's what I want. That's what I want my students to see. I want them to see how much I love doing what I do, and competing is part of what I do. That's who I am. Teaching is another part of who I am, but competing has been a big part of my life, and I just want everybody to see, you know, how special it is to me to be there and to be part of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. This isn't just for me. This is for everybody in my life that's sacrificed for me, and I'm doing it for them too. So this is more than just drive on for me, it's drive on for everybody. I don't know how I'll feel when I step back inside the ropes at Congressional, but I do know this. I'm playing for so much more than myself. I'm Meaghan Francella, and we drive on.